You may now enter the realm of movie wisecracker. Enter if you dare. Hi everybody, I'm Movie Wisecracker, and I'm here to talk about what Marvel films I'm excited for that are coming up soon. Let's get started with the TV shows that I look forward for the most in the order that I think that I like, from a higher perspective and to a low perspective. Okay, the one that I look forward for the most out of Marvel TV shows is The Punisher. The second is The Defenders, of course, and then the third is the Daredevil show, and then the fourth would be Jessica Jones, and then the fifth would be Luke Cage. That's my ranking from what I like, from greatest to least, on Marvel TV shows. The reason why I'm excited for The Punisher is because I'm a very big Punisher fan, and I'm excited to see what Jon Bernthal is going to leave at the plate for a standalone show besides being on the Daredevil TV series. I'm looking forward to that the most because his character has a lot of depth. Even though Daredevil does have a certain amount of depth, but Frank Castle takes it to another level because he does vigilantism, basically. And it's interesting to know what's going on within his psyche, basically. And I'm excited for the Defenders second because it's like a little Marvel team up, basically, that I'm gonna enjoy watching. I'm gonna enjoy watching the Daredevil. I'm gonna enjoy watching Iron Fist. I'm gonna enjoy watching Jessica Jones and Luke Cage come together to fight the Hand. Basically, that looks so fun. Even though Iron Fist got negative scores, I still rather enjoyed the guy that played Danny Rand, basically. I didn't hate him. It was just like the screenplays just didn't seem like they were there. It wasn't the actor to me, basically. I enjoy the actor. And then Jessica Jones, I'm excited for that because it's more like a noir type of hero, basically. She's like an investigator, basically, which that's pretty cool. Luke Cage, he's like the modern day Shaft, basically. That's why I like him, in my opinion. If you have another opinion, please let me know in the comment section. I don't mind at all to know what you feel about my selections. But this is my opinion, but I'll enjoy listening to yours as well. And then I have next on my list is the upcoming Marvel films that I am excited about. Number one on my list right here is Black Panther. Number two, Thor Ragnarok. Number three, Avengers Infinity War. You may ask, why is Avengers Infinity War like my third? Is because Black Panther is like another high level for me because it is something fresh, something new, and something that I'm looking forward to because he's a character we've never had before, basically, and he's finally getting his lead film. It was nice to see him in Civil War, and it will be nice to see him blossom into something else within his own Black Panther movie. And then Thor Ragnarok, of course, I love the coloring of this film. It looks so freaking awesome. Like, it reminds me of a bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, but I can't say that it's exactly like that. I'm looking more forward to seeing the interactions between Thor and the Incredible Hulk. I love that the Hulk is speaking within the trailers. That is freaking awesome. Then after that, I want to go on my list about the predictions on who will die on Avengers Infinity War. This is my opinion, and if you have another opinion, please let me know in the comment section. I'm open to other opinions as well. First, I think that's gonna die is Vision because he has an Infinity Stone stuck in his head. Second would be Falcon because he's just a normal person that has like electronic wings, basically. Not that I don't like Falcon, it's just that he's a human. Same thing goes for Hawkeye. He's a normal human being that's just really good at shooting arrows. I enjoy his character a lot. Even though he's the oddball of the group, I enjoy him because he is the oddball. I like Jeremy Renner's portrayal as Hawkeye. As much as I like Anthony Mackie's Falcon. And next would be the death of Captain America. I think this is coming up because Chris Evans, I don't think he's gonna want to do any more Captain America films. I don't know if that's just a hoax or not, or if it's just a rumor. But I'm pretty sure he wants to move on to other films, though. I'm not like 100% sure, but I don't know. Anything goes within the Marvel universe. If he has a change of heart and he wants to do it still, fine by me, because he is Captain America for this age. Next that would die would be Black Widow because she may be an assassin, but she is also a human being. I like Scarlett Johansson. I also like her in various movies, especially awkwardly, I enjoyed her in Ghost in the Shell. Even though certain people thought it was whitewashing, I enjoyed her in that, and I also enjoy her as Black Widow. I think people should give her more of a chance in other films because she is a pretty good actress. If you go back to like the film All the Pretty Horses, not All the Pretty Horses, All the Pretty Horses is Matt Damon. Sorry, forgive me about that. I'm talking about The Horse Whisperer with Robert Redford and directed by Robert Redford. Great movie. I recommend that. Best performance by Scarlett Johansson ever. Next would be Iron Man. I'm not too sure if he will die because he's practically the starter of this so-called Marvel universe that we know of today. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal, amazing. I wish he could do this until the day he dies, but if he wants to move on to make other movies, because I know he's an artsy actor and he's great because I've seen him in performances like Chaplin and like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Like, he's a very talented actor. Like, he has so much to offer. And then next on my list, who will live in Infinity War? I think Scarlet Witch will live because she is a very overpowered character and she's pretty amazing, and she is portrayed by Elizabeth Olsen, who is also a good actress, whom I also enjoyed in a film called Old Boy. Next, Spider-Man's gonna live because, let's face it, he has like 2 more films to do, and plus Tom Holland did a great job as the new Spider-Man, even though certain people had different mixed opinions about him having an AI suit, which didn't really bother me, but I kind of wish they had more of his spider senses in this perspective. Next, I think Thor will live. I really want him to live because I enjoy his character so much. Chris Hemsworth just brings it to life. Even though some people think his trilogy is like the weakest, I think his trilogy, honestly, keeps improving within each film, honestly. It may not be like a high improvement, but if the third one does extremely well, then people will notice that the improvement within each Thor movie, like Thor and then the Thor, the Dark World, and then Thor Ragnarok, basically. Next that will live is Ant-Man because he's got to make the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, basically. And Paul Rudd's just amazing. Like, he can be serious and funny at the same time. That's why I really enjoyed Ant-Man the most out of all these characters, honestly. Because he can transition really well. Paul Rudd's pretty good. And next is the Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk won't die for a very long time. And plus, I want them to, if they ever get the complete rights to the Incredible Hulk, I want them to do a Planet Hulk. Like an older version of Hulk where Bruce Banner no longer exists. It's just the Hulk itself. And him have like a gray beard and gray hair. That'd be awesome. Or a bald Incredible Hulk on Planet Hulk. Either way, I'm good with it. It'd be like an old man Logan story, but except that it would be the Incredible Hulk, basically. Next, next on my list is what I want a reboot of for the Marvel Universe. The only thing I want a reboot for right now that needs a reboot so badly because I enjoyed the first film that came out in the 90s is Blade. I think Blade should either have a comeback movie or a TV show like Daredevil. I wouldn't mind that. They just have to pick the right actor to do it. You need a certain actor with a certain tone to do Blade, basically. And that's all I have for Marvel. Next, I am moving on to DC movies of what I like from greatest to least. The first film that I have high expectations for that I think is gonna do pretty well is Justice League. I know people have mixed reviews about BVS, but I have a feeling that Justice League will change that darkness that we sing in BVS. Where there's darkness, there is light, basically. That's what I'm saying. And then the next movie that I have high expectations for is The Batman. I think Matt Reeves is still on to directing it, and I hope they do it as a noir film, basically. I'm excited for that. Another film I'm excited for is Wonder Woman 2. Wonder Woman 2 looks really, really good. And then next on my list is Man of Steel 2. I'm looking forward to that, seeing what they have to build up from that. And then next is The Flash. I think about 50% chance that they're doing the paradox thing, which I don't mind because you know why? Because they can basically alter the time and change the dark tone of the film that BVS created. I'm not saying BVS is the worst movie in the world, but the tone needs a bit changing because we need brightness within our Justice League. Because that is what we are as DC fans looking forward to seeing being developed within film, basically. Next, what I really want within the Batman film, directed by Matt Reeves, what I really want is either a villain to be Deathstroke or Clayface. But the one I want more than those two, and I hope they do this. I hope he faces the mask of the Phantasm. Because I am a big fan of Batman and I love that film. Mask of the Phantasm. And then they could have a younger guy play him at the beginning, showing him becoming Batman, or they can just go to the future and not talk about his past, but sometimes it's cool to see his past though. And the Mask of the Phantasm would be a great portrayal to see that. You know, I love that film. And then next are my choices for Nightwing and Batgirl. These are my number one choices. I only picked two actors that I really enjoy that could do these perfectly without having a flaw. My the only pick I have for Batgirl, and I know she can get this down because she looks like the part, is Emilia Clarke, who plays the Silver Queen on Game of Thrones. And then the next one would be Nightwing. I think Kit Harington would be a perfect choice for Nightwing. He looks like Nightwing, honestly. And yes, he plays Jon Snow on Game of Thrones as well. Those two coming together within the DC would be an excellent choice, and plus they've already worked together, and it would make a perfect combo within the DC universe. Well, I'm Movie Wisecracker, and that's all I have to say about all of this. My next commentary will probably be about Venom. Please like or subscribe if you dare.